Hey y'all, it's Maria Com again. Sorry if you can hear the dryer running in the background. I was hoping that would not be a thing, but I'm pretty sure my phone is picking that up, which is very annoying. Oh well. Hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving if you celebrate. I went over to my sister and brother in law's and we had pot roast and some stuff my sister made, green bean casserole that I made, banana bread that I made, etc. Today my parents are over at my sister's house, and I am not emotionally ready to do that. I'm not, like I've been saying, on a good day I wouldn't really want to be around them. Definitely don't want to be around them right now, where I'm having trouble regulating my emotions and stuff, because I'm grieving. So, yeah. It sucks, because my sister's really good at cooking, and I love her Thanksgiving meals, but whatever. She did offer to bring some food over to me, and I'm just like, man, that's just gonna make me feel like a burden, so don't do that. I will just eat my own crappy food, and that's fine. I put up my Christmas tree today, put up some decorations. I actually decorated the tree, which I haven't done in a little bit, but I did pretty much the bare minimum. I have quite a few more ornaments than what I put up, but it's just tough and stuff. But mostly, I had to work this morning, and that also sucked. I am not, mentally prepared for the meeting I have to go to on Monday, but I have to go. I have to travel 3 hours away to a different town and go to this meeting. And then hopefully be able to travel back that same day. It'll suck because it's supposed to be a 3 hour meeting. I have to go to a 2 hour luncheon beforehand, so I'm gonna be there all day. Like, all day is gonna be traveling and then coming back. Sorry, traveling and then going to the meeting and then traveling back, so I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully it works out. I really don't want to stay overnight in the other town, but I might have to if the weather sucks, so just depends on what the roads are like. And then at work this morning, one of the people I work with, who is the person who has been on my team the longest out of any of us, not by a lot, maybe by like a year, but still, she is actually leaving. December 5th is her last day. And then I will be the person who has been on our team the longest, which is horrifying because I still feel like I don't know what I'm doing the 90% of the time, but whatever. That's an exaggeration. I do kind of know what I'm doing, but, you know. Lately, especially, I do not feel like I know what I'm doing, but that is just my brain is not braining properly because I am grieving. But all of this is what I did today, is coming down to talking about, this person that is leaving. We were talking about, stuff that she needed to get off of her plate before she leaves. Stuff she wanted to make sure we've got, prepared and stuff, and we are ready to take on, and all of that kind of stuff. Go through some stuff she has been working on lately. Those sorts of things. And then we started talking about personal stuff in our personal lives and whatnot, and I came to the realization that I think part of why this whole grieving process is taking a long time in my estimation. It probably is not that long. Yesterday was 4 weeks since my cat died, so, I mean, that's not that long in the grand scheme of things. He lived with me for 10 years, so that's not that long, but it feels like it's taking forever for grieving to get easier. But I feel like part of the problem with it, part of the reason it is taking so long, is that it sort of just seems like... Sorry. It sort of just seems like no one wants to talk about him anymore. And I don't want to bring him up, when I'm over at my sister and brother-in-law's, or at work or whatever, because other people are going through stuff and I don't want to pile on by talking about my dead cat or whatever. And I don't, like, when I'm hanging out with my sister and my brother-in-law, I don't want to bum them out by talking about my dead cat. So, I don't know. It kind of sucks. I don't want to, like, I don't do therapy. Therapy is not my jam. It does not work for me. And I don't necessarily think that talking to some random person who didn't know my cat would help. So, realistically, I would like to talk to my sister and my brother-in-law about my cat, but, you know, like I said, I don't want to bum them out. And I was just thinking about it, because when I was at their place yesterday, we went into huge talks about their cats, and they had someone else over as well for their, like, really small Friendsgiving kind of thing. And she was talking about her pets and stuff, and yeah, I don't know, it just felt... I don't even know. I just kind of felt like I was just sitting there thinking a lot about my cat, because yesterday was 4 weeks, like I said, since he died. So, yeah, it's a bummer. I miss him, and it's hard because it feels like a lot of people want me to just move on, and the reason I say that is that it feels like multiple people have offered me cats. Multiple people have, like, and I'm just like, if I do get another cat, I'm gonna go to a shelter and get a cat at a shelter. That's what I'm gonna do. So, let's not... I'm not gonna take a farm cat or something. There are so many cats in shelters around here. That's what I'm gonna do. That is where I got Javon from, and that is what I'm gonna do. So, yeah. But I have had multiple people offer me cats, and multiple people say, you should go get a cat, it'll make you feel better. And I'm just like, wow, okay. So y'all just want me to move on. Like, yeah, it would probably help. Yeah, I do think it would probably help me feel better, but also, why does everyone just want me to replace my cat right away? I don't know. I know that that's not the thing. People just don't know how to handle someone who's grieving. I know that that is the problem. I know all of these things logically, but emotionally, it kind of sucks and it doesn't feel right, and it bums me out and stuff. Yeah. I'm also just, like, feeling it's hard right now because I know my parents are in town, and my parents are over at my sister and brother-in-law's house right now, having a really fucking cool dinner, or about to have a really fucking cool dinner. And I don't know. Part of my big problem is that I don't want to be a burden to people. So, I don't want to bother them with my grieving and all of that. I feel like I can't be part of my family anymore when they're doing this kind of family stuff, because I just can't see a way to have any kind of conversation with my parents. I can't, like, I don't even think I could talk to them about my cat right now, because all I would be thinking the whole time is, wow, you are terrible people. Like, no matter what they would say or do, the fact that they are kind of terrible people would just kind of be in my head the whole time. And I don't want to be around terrible people. Sorry. I don't want to give bigots the time of day. But I don't know. I'm just having like very much of a hey, I tried to do stuff and I tried to kind of be social today and it didn't work. And I tried to go do stuff after my half day of work and I tried to not just think about my crappy family situation and my dead cat all day, and it didn't really work. And now I'm emotional talking to the void of the internet about it. But, yeah. I don't know. It's. It was just really hard to put up Christmas stuff today. It was really hard to think about the idea of Christmas without my cat. It's hard to think about the idea of Christmas since this is going to be my first Christmas without my family. And I mean, I'm gonna invite my niece and nephew because they're gonna be in town. I'm gonna invite them over to my place at some point when I figure out when would be a good time for that. But excuse me. Yeah, it's just gonna be different and kind of hard, and there are gonna be like normal Christmas traditions that just won't happen because it's just gonna be me and the kids and maybe my brother and maybe my sister and brother-in-law if they decide to come over too. I just don't know when that's gonna happen because, oh, yeah, there's just too much going on around that time, and I don't know. I think my grandma might also be in town during that time. I don't know how I feel about my grandma because I don't know what her stance is on all this kind of stuff, and it matters to me. If she's also kind of a terrible person, I don't want to deal with it. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's just the whole thing. The holidays this year kind of suck and are not feeling great. I'm really trying, because my sister and brother-in-law are celebrating their 10-year anniversary this year as well, around the holidays. Technically, it's January 1st. So around the holidays, they're going to be celebrating their 10-year anniversary, and it's just another one of those things where, do I want a significant other? No. But I feel like I am like not part of those milestones in life. Even when I have past life milestones, it feels like no one else cares except for me. So it's just hard to like want to celebrate those with other people, especially right now. But I'm just stupidly emotional today, and I need to get over it, and calm down a little bit, and try and just move on with my life. That's ridiculous, because that's not how life works. You don't just stop caring and stop grieving and stop feeling things. That's just not how it works. But, yeah. I don't know. I am just... It's just a thing. Sorry for getting emotional. I do apologize for that. It's a little weird for y'all. If you listened this long. But, yeah. I do appreciate it if you did listen this long. I appreciate anyone who's listening to any of this. It's really cool. I never would have expected anyone to listen to any of these, so... If you are, that's great, and I appreciate you. And feel free to say hi or something in the comments if you feel like it. You don't have to, but... Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do the rest of the weekend. I'm gonna try and do some kind of productive something. Um, yeah, maybe, and maybe I'll do some recordings. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm just looking at my Christmas lights, thinking about how much money that's gonna cost to run them. But anyway, that was random. Like I said, if you listened, I appreciate it, and that's really cool. And I apologize again for getting a little emotional this time. It's just been a rough month, and on top of the rough year I've had, so you know, just not very easy to deal with. But yeah, this has been my Ria Com, and I will try to chat at you again soon. Bye.